What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $124.52. We're down 3.99%. What I want to do is talk about Litecoin as we went up and hit very close to that $142. That was our resistance point. You can see same with Bitcoin. We're having these longer wicks right up in this area. And this wick here was about 7%. And typically when we see those guys, many times you will get that retracement. So what I'd be looking to see is, because we've already retraced a little bit here, I'd want to see if we could hold roughly about $122 as support. If we're not able to hold that, I'm going to look down to this 20 EMA, and that's going to be around $108. Those are going to be the support areas. In terms of overhead resistance, we need to get back up above roughly $139 and it'd be that 142. What you can see though, as price is moving up here, we have some divergence on the relative strength. So we're actually making lower highs here on the RSI as price was making higher highs. So we want to keep an eye on that. So we may be due just for one of these retracements like we've had over here. And sometimes those can be 10 to 15, even 20%. It'll last about 4 to 10 days, somewhere right in that range, and then we'll get moving again. So that's something that I'm looking at right now, because whenever you see these signs, they can be warning signs for you basically, and you just want to be cautious. That's the main thing. You just want to be cautious when you see some of these things like these high wave candles up here with these long wicks. Something I always like to look for because I like to swing trade this market. And also guys, if you get something from these videos and you really like me covering Litecoin and you think Litecoin is one of the best coins out there, it may potentially take the fourth spot here coming up with XRP moving so deep to the downside. Let me know down low, and also smash that like button. And I also want to tell you, if anyone's trying to tell you contact my broker or this number at WhatsApp and everything, there's so many scammers out there. That's not me. People are cloning my account, doing all different types of stuff. So that's not me. I'm not going to do that, and I just want you to know that. Okay, so just be aware of that. Be very cautious in this space. Don't send your coins to anybody. Just keep them safe. That's the main thing I can tell you. So what we're going to do now for Litecoin, we're actually going to work through the time frames a little bit. I wanted to go to the 12-hour time frame. And on the 12-hour time frame, you can see all these long wicks up here on heavy volume. Right there, that's showing a lot of profit taking. Right at the top, there's some distribution up there, and that's why we were looking at potentially a little bit of a retracement, which we have gotten some. But we want to see if we can hold that 122.49. Then it'd be down around, I'd say about 108, and then 101 is going to be the support areas that we're looking at there. If we move to the 4-hour time frame, and right here you can really see this divergence now. Price here almost having one of those rounding tops. You can see the sell volume down in here, and you can see the RSI losing strength. So we're really looking for that support. That's the main thing, and that's where, you know, technical analysis is really going to help you seeing what's taking place at support and resistance areas. Next, what I want to do is get into the technicals for Litecoin right now on the 1-day time frame, and this is just calculating the relative strength, the stochastic, all that different type of stuff. We are at a 2 sell, 9 neutral, 17 buy, oscillator 0 sell, 8 neutral, and a 3 buy. Moving averages, we're looking strong. The only one that we are throwing a sell signal on is the simple moving average on the 5 right now. So a little bit more in the shorter term. We're still up above our 10, our 20, 30, 50, 100, 200. So that's looking really good. And you can see over here the awesome oscillators a buy, the momentum's a buy, MACD levels a buy. All the rest is pretty neutral right now when we're looking at this. But you know, when you take a look at Litecoin and you see how dominant it is and how far and how fast it can rip when we get these moves, what I like to do is go back through the charts and see how much we can move to the upside, so that I know when we get these big explosive moves how high we potentially can go, so you can look for target areas. Doesn't mean we're always going to get there, but it's something you want to look for. So what we're looking at there, I mean, that's 43% that we ended up moving, and that was December 16th to December 18th. Guys, I mean, that's how crazy Litecoin is. So for anyone who's dogging on Litecoin, I'm just telling you, it's a great coin to trade. And that's what I like to do with it. I like to look at Bitcoin and trade Litecoin. I always got to keep an eye on Bitcoin, though, because it's going to tell you the direction of the market. And many times, Litecoin, say Bitcoin dumps, it will go down farther than what Bitcoin will do. Just like when Bitcoin pumps, Litecoin many times will have a more explosive run in terms of percentage gains. But I wouldn't sleep on Litecoin. It's a coin that's been established. It's been around now, for how long? And it's in the top 5, top 10 all the time. So if you like Litecoin, guys, leave a thumbs up. Just want to point this out to you. May have a little bit more correction, but overall Litecoin's doing really well, looking really strong for the long term. Looking long term. Short term, a little bit more. May need a little bit more correcting. So God bless you all. Take care, my friends.